Hello, folks. Well, this is the Embargo Man channel, Miguel. Right. So, what is this thing with about one thing we're talking about is Hollywood stupidity. What is Hollywood stupidity? All right. First of all, I am recording from this Lenovo M10 tablet that I'm having. So, this is it. This is where stupidity hits Hollywood, and with this COVID 19 and not finding a cure, I mean, I'm just saying that I have video of a coronavirus cure, right? So it's not called chaos, it's called Hollywood stupidity, right? What is a Hollywood stupidity? It is something about this is in my room already. It is something about Hollywood. The movie studios, right? The movie studios are not looking for alternatives to release their movies, or instead of having the theatrical releases, is like saying, even though I brought the phone with me, it's like saying all these movies are supposed to be have a theatrical release. I mean, they should go to other formats. And what is this quarantine? And how stupid is Hollywood? How stupid is the movie studios are going in to get into this, right? Example is how the people I ain't going to the movies. They're not going to the movies. They're not going to the movies because one time I see The Last Call was the last movie I saw in the movie theater. And until all this coronavirus, this COVID 19 has come along, and then when it has come along, then people are not going to the movies. And then I see the Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog movie was way better than the Super Mario Brothers movie. All right, I mean, what other video game movie could top that now? Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Then what we have seen so much lately is with a bunch of movies and studios and all that stuff. The idea I have in mind is another speed movie. Another speed movie, I mean, the last thing is like of a speed remake. I mean, what the heck with the studio? Everything has been in quarantine, right? Nobody all over the world. And for example, the Olympics, what would who the hell is gonna go to Japan and when nobody is gonna show up for the Olympics? Man, better yet, cancel that crap. And then now, I'm talking to the Hollywood studios right there, they're the ones that are a bunch of idiots. Though they are a bunch of idiots because we have streaming services, or like not YouTube, yeah, like Netflix, for example, or Disney Plus, and Hulu, and so on, right? So why in the world? So why in the world that these movie studios now that they can't, that nobody is gonna hop in or they're not gonna get their ass in a movie theater with this coronavirus situation, right? Why? Why are nobody are going to see, or why does Hollywood never have seen the chance of, look, let's just still gonna release date or whatever, releasing for people to what, to go to movie theater? No, that's kind of stupid. Hollywood is a bunch of stupid idiots that when they in even Disney, look, man, I mean Disney. Wanna shake Mulan? Fuck, forget it. It is not going to be shown in the movie theater. Disney Plus, all right? Or show it at Hulu and Disney Plus, right? You know, what other place you gonna see the Mulan movie? Hulu and Disney Plus. If this BS of this coronavirus still continues, then let the Little Mermaid be released on Disney Plus also. You know, freaking theatrical releases. Wonder Woman 1984. How the heck you gonna freaking release Wonder Woman 1984? Yeah. What's the best decision to show Wonder Woman 1984? Warner Brothers on Netflix. That's the only way. On Netflix. Why on freaking Netflix or Hulu or one of these streaming services that Hollywood needs to look for the alternative? Because that's the best solution, not for them to lose any money. Because nobody's gonna show up in the theater. There's gonna be no asses in the seats. And the solution for these studios is to release their movies, theatrical releases, in streaming services. Right? That's the only solution. Until we get a cure for the coronavirus. Right? How many people within your country, even the United States, has affected with one person getting the coronavirus, right? Because this shit has started in China. It has started in China. They freaking blame it on bats, all right? Like I did in my coronavirus video. Why would movie studios are not thinking right? They're not thinking their head straight. They didn't get their shit together. Why these movie studios don't get their shit together in this time of crisis? Why? Because they expected for people to pay enough money on a movie theater, for example, $10 to watch a movie, 10 effing dollars to watch a damn movie when nobody's showing up on movie theaters. All the stores are going on crisis. There's no toilet paper, and people beating the shit left and right for items they want to buy, and so on. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous what's going on worldwide. People in Italy, they're not hanging out. They're not going. Worst thing with the coronavirus. And when the shit has hit the roof in Spain, nobody went out. Nobody went out. So that's the reason why nobody has show up in movie theaters, or why sporting events are canceled. Why do they did that shit? Why? Because people are smart. They ain't stupid, right? The only stupid ones is Hollywood. Why Hollywood are the stupid idiots? Why? Because they want to release and they want to say, let's have a theatrical release of this. Let's have a theatrical release on that. Let's have a theatrical release on whatever. Where are they gonna go when they're not gonna show up in the movie theater? I mean, Netflix has done very well with The Irishman. I saw The Irishman, and it's an awesome movie. And it's not in the movie theater, right? I even see Woody Woodpecker, all right? Only movie on Netflix. Like, all the movies, what they're supposed to be theatrical releases, should now be on streaming services now. Hey, Hollywood, you have streaming services. Netflix, Disney Plus for all the people associated with the Disney company, Hulu, Voodoo, and whatever streaming service you have, even underground streaming services. Damn, how stupid you are, Hollywood! How stupid you are, Hollywood! Damn. Those people at Hollywood are like the dumbest people out there, because at the time when you have a virus named after a Mexican beer, Yes, a virus named after a Mexican beer that has started that crap in China, then people in China were the first ones not to get out. So what they're doing in China, they might be smoking weed if that was would be the cure. They might have find something to cure the coronavirus, and I mean the COVID-19. Well, they're recuperating. Italy might happen. Japan. Look what Japan does. All right. All of this was going on with this that even hookers living outside their own country of origin has also have no clientele. And I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm friend my friend Alex. And the thing what's going on with all this crap is that now that Hollywood are a bunch of idiots, and what will happen is like I'm holding my tablet and I'm just doing there because that's the only way I could tell. All right. I'm busy right now. All right. I mean, this is friend Alex. I did something about the Funko. All right. His name is the Rocket Man. But go subscribe on the Rocket Man channel. I don't have the link to below, but just check him out. See if you can find him. Right. So there were some Hollywood releases that's supposed to release. I mean, movies that's supposed to release on theatrical theaters that's supposed to be on streaming services like Hulu, Netflix, or whatever. You know, I mean, movies that's supposed to be streaming. Even Amazon. Amazon should have the movie that it's supposed to be released in theaters to relieve in their Amazon service, right? Why? Because that's the best way. That's a smart move for Hollywood. I mean, this is what it is, Hollywood stupidity. I don't know where it is with the coronavirus situation, right? I mean, even hookers can't get their clientele together, and then they began to create new BS. Yes, more bullshit coming up until the cure comes. All right. So it is what it is, right? I've seen all the videos on YouTube of anything what is going on, right? I mean, people left and right getting screwed over, all right? And they're talking about these certain type of prostitutes coming from a certain Asian country. Yes, I understand. Thank Thanks to these Japanese YouTubers and all the YouTubers who are concerned about these types of prostitutes, and they're fleeing out there, and better yet, BS on other people that they gonna mock. If you're living in a country that they gonna mock on you, get ready. Probably you might invent the cure, right? You might probably invented the cure where you're at, and then what these people would do, they're gonna talk shit about you. They're gonna talk shit about you about anything. They're gonna take shit about your own people, about this historic asshole from World War II being born on your country. Yes, I'm just talking about I'm just talking about some certain specific people. All right, I mean, some country where prostitution is legal, they're gonna get their shit talked over about them. Why? Because some of you guys are even preparing for a cure to cure the COVID-19, right? I'm not talking about the Chinese, right? Chinese folks they're busy with their own thing, but I'm talking about other folks too. Even from a YouTuber that I see her music videos, and you have to freaking support her, right? Go ahead, support Ivana Vanderveen, all right? I'm talking about her country, right? Another country that probably where we're talking about that most likely Korean hookers living in the Netherlands who haven't caused the COVID-19 that they have been escaping their own country because because their own country has prohibited prostitution, so cops close the whorehouses and all that stuff, right? Are gonna get killed, blame and talk shit on the country they are staying in there, right? And then for just Hollywood movies in there, I mean, one movie and that I see that I would love to see that I was thinking is Speed. Speed in that way. I mean, what Hollywood studios might do when all this shit has calmed down, somebody has to come up with a cure, or some man or a doctor, some human being, I don't care where they from, some human being is gonna come up with this cure for the coronavirus, for the COVID-19. Could be in China, could be here in America, could be in England, could be in Holland, the Netherlands, could be anybody and anywhere, all right? Or in Japan. And for some people, you say, don't self-credit yourselves. If somebody says, "Oh, we got the cure for the coronavirus," when some of you have your own whores escaping their own country to work at a country where these folks have a cure for the COVID-19, and you have self-credit yourself and you call them thieves, and you blame everybody's blaming each other for being a thief nowadays, like has happened, right? I mean, it happened. It's not. That's nothing new. That's nothing new because sometimes we get feeded with BS. You know, we all know about Thomas Edison is BS. Japanese folks, for real, who are watching this, Thomas Edison is like are doing the same thing what Korean folks are doing. Self credit themselves and steal the other people's crap, and they say they invented this crap. You know, I mean, swine invented the freaking light bulb, but Thomas Edison might credit it, right? Tesla's with the AC, you know, Nikola Tesla, but you know, he got jacked, he got robbed, right? There's like just like that, right? This is what it is, right? I'm just freaking comparing apples to oranges, right? The same thing with somebody who was cured for the coronavirus, somebody else gets self credit, telling that person who invented the cure for the COVID-19 is a thief. That's the thing is, same thing as some of you folks thought that these other folks telling you that you guys are thieves. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. I don't care if you're Chinese, Japanese, Korean, or whatever. Stop blaming each other for stupid crap. Right? That's the freaking reason. That's the freaking reason. It's like freaking Germans and Austrians taking the method of the sausage for the hot dog. Call it the Frankfurter or call it the Vienna sausage or whatever. That's kind of stupid, right? So, I mean, whoever invented, the people who invented or came up with something new is the one that has credit, not to self credit themselves when somebody else gave you something. Don't self credit themselves and call the other person a thief, because that's not right. And what Hollywood needs to do is to, for now, with all these movies, you're gonna come up a long ass list of movies coming in theatrical releases. It has to end up going to streaming services. Forget the movie theaters. Go and all these releases, theatrical releases, be released on in streaming services. Like for example, A Time to Die, what James Bond movie is, should have to be released in Netflix or in Hulu, or releases from Fox or people or companies that are related to the Disney company. They should go to not just Hulu, Disney Plus. You know, go to Disney Plus. Even Marvel gotta go to Disney Plus, even Plus or Netflix. Warner Brothers, Netflix, all the other studios, go to Netflix and Hulu and whichever um, streaming services you need to go in. Why? Because at this time, all these theatrical releases, Hollywood, the idiots and the stupid idiots in Hollywood, all the theatrical releases need to be end up in streaming services now. Why? Because that way you can't lose money. People will pay for their services. Netflix, Hulu, Voodoo, and Crackle. They had to pay the with advertisements. That is from Sony, and what else? And yeah, that is from Sony. And what else? And Disney Plus, right? And all these other streaming services. I mean, I already mentioned. And all these other streaming services out there, they're giving out for the pay for their subscription. That way you don't lose money. Why you're not gonna lose money in that method? Because by now nobody's gonna show up in the theater by now, and those releases should be available on streaming services. That's it. That's it. Hollywood. Yeah, and example for this Speed is just a remake or remake or redo or relaunch Speed, but this time would be 20th Century Fox should work with MGM to re-release Speed, but this time I was always thinking of a Speed 3, but Speed derailment or something like that, or I don't know what the heck you would call the Speed. Speed that this time it's not gonna take place in France. No, it's not gonna take place in France, even though it's gonna be based on a Shinkansen bullet train, and I have this mind over this Speed movie. It is this that even it's gonna start with Ken Watanabe or something like that. That they're gonna have a speed train. I mean, a high speed Shinkansen or a 700 series train that is gonna be used in Europe, right? Starting, but with starting with not Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves could be back, and then you could say that Keanu Reeves will be back, and then then it says about the high speed train, the Shinkansen bullet train, being in Europe. I mean, and one, it was the train would be a Shinkansen, an orange Shinkansen 700 bullet train. All right, and but it's not gonna be called, but it's gonna be called the NHSR. NHSR bullet train. The NHSR is a Shinkansen 700, but the reason with what happened with this Shinkansen 700, it would have a bomb. Some terrorist out there is gonna put a bomb on that train, and one of the bullet trains, right? Or maybe somebody who's working for the underneath the Japanese government will put a bomb on the bullet train, or in other words, terrorists wanted to just attack the Dutch, right? It's gonna be like taking the train and speeding up, hauling ass, a Shinkansen train with a bomb, but it's not gonna be called Shinkansen. The Shinkansen is gonna call the NHSR, the NHSR. Or the NHSR 700, or the not. Whoa, yeah, cool. The NHSR 700. What is that? One of the YouTubers right there, I think, Ivana Ramonda Vanderveen should star in that movie too. Right, doing what Sandra Bullock does on the bus, but this time on a train, on a Shinkansen train, or the NHSR 700. A bomb on the NHSR 700. That means a bomb on a Dutch Shinkansen bullet train, right? So that's what it is. But it's just an MGM and 20th Century Fox working together and have his theatrical releases, but the freaking train, the Orange Shinkansen train, would start its journey in Japan and going to the Netherlands, where it's gonna be at, and that's where one of the trains with a bomb is where it's at, right? I mean, that's what the speed, and then with the speed thing, with the speed theme, girl, dee 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 dee. That's it. I mean, that's the movie that is going to take theatrical release when this shit of this coronavirus get calmed down. I mean, when it's gonna get calmed, right? But actually, movies that are released the three theatrical. I'm using my phone. Theatrical releases in 2020, all right? Mulan should be in Disney Plus. Godzilla vs. King Kong, uh, Netflix. Wonder Woman, 1984, Netflix. 20 more movies. A Time to Dime. The James Bond should be on Netflix. The Voyage of Doctor Doolittle is, I don't know what it's gonna be. Top Gun Maverick, Netflix. What is it? The Quiet Place, The Voyage of Doctor Doolittle, Netflix or Hulu, right? Hulu released Top Gun, Netflix. The New Mutants, Hulu. The King's Man, Hulu. The Grudge, Netflix. Bloodshot should be. I don't know who makes it, but yeah. But some of these movies that are going to the West Side Story, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, right? Hollywood. Those movies should be released in streaming services by now, right? Don't be stupid, Hollywood. That's it. But please, goodbye, peace out. That's it for the Embargo Man channel. And hit the belt button. And yes, please go on. Go ahead. Write me any comment. If you think the idea of all theatrical releases should be in streaming services by now, go ahead. Write me a comment. Hollywood, get your shit together. Take all the theatrical releases that you're gonna plan, put it on your streaming services. Have a contract with Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Vudu, or whoever. Goodbye, folks.